Guys, welcome to another episode. We are out in the remote mountains at this beautiful river on a solo backpacking and fishing adventure. The mission for this episode is simple. We're going to be backpacking from the starting point down to a second creek that flows into this river. We're going to be fishing along the way. I've got a fly pole with me, a backpack, a tent, some cooking gear, and a little bit of food that will cook up any keeper trout. Now, I've never fished this river here before, so this is gonna be an absolute first for me. We're also committing 100% to the fly pole. I'm not bringing a spin pole this time for the first time ever. Here's the backpack. You can see we've got the tent on the bottom, sleeping bag inside, a little mattress, our net, some gas, cooker, some spare clothes, fishing gear, camera gear. We got a water filter right here that we'll be using to drink water. We're keeping this one very, very simple. The last two pieces of gear that we're taking with us are a fly wallet that's got all the flies in it that we're going to be using. A subscriber sent me this last year. And then this hat right here that I found actually in an episode last year, like way up in the mountains. So this will be our fishing hat. This thing's like in really nice shape, but I had to clean it up. It looked like it was up there for a long time. All right, we got our bear mace right here. I've never actually used bear mace before, so I picked this can up. Of course, we've got our general protection with us as always, but since we've never used bear mace before, tell you what, we're gonna try it out later in the episode. Why not? Why not? After lunch, we'll pepper something up. That'll be kind of fun. Okay, it's business time. Now we're just gonna start hiking down the river. I want to try and get as many miles as possible under our belts. I made us a little surprise, a homemade MRE, like an emergency meal that I made, but I'm not showing you yet. I'm gonna show it to you when we make a lunch. Maybe we'll catch a fish and we'll be able to cook it up with it. Oh man, the bank here is super unstable. That's crazy. Look at this, the roots coming out of the rocks and everything. Well, I'm thinking right here is already our first hole, so let's go ahead and sneak up on that log there. Perfect, I've got like this little space to stand in between there. And we're just gonna make a couple casts in here. Why not just start fishing right away? The fly that we're using is a little red nymph that I got from you guys. Actually, someone sent that to me. We used it in the last episode very successfully. So we're just gonna give that one another try. As you can see, we do have a little bobber stop on the line. That'll just allow us to set the depth. Right now we're fishing about 3 feet deep. In fact, what we'll actually do is shallow this up just a little bit. We're about 2.5 feet deep now. And it's just basically like a tiny bobber. All right, let's go ahead and make a cast out there. See if anyone's home. Oh, there it kind of went down, but I think that was just the current. There we go. Nice natural drift. Let's try and fish this hole from below. It's a little tough to cast now, is underneath all that stuff. There we go. Wow, that water is so clear. Oh, it just got hit. It just got hit. We just had a hit. I saw the indicator move. Oh, there you go. Something hit it again. Oh, there we go. It's a fish on, baby. Oh no. Oh no. Something was hitting it, but pulled us into a log. No. Oh man, and we only have 2-pound test on here too. Super lightweight setup. Oh, let's see, maybe I can get it out from this angle here. Oh no, I probably snapped it off. No. Oh no, he's gone. Man, that's such a bummer. I was literally about to retire that fly too and let it live out a happy life on a wall. But all right, here we go. We're gonna try it again. There's definitely some fish in there, but there is also a log kind of right about there. Let's just go red nymph again, if that was working. Okay, so they were just biting kind of right there in front of us. They're sitting in the tail out, it looks like. But that's okay, we'll just avoid that log there. This water's so crystal clear that we gotta be so careful not to spook the fish. Or they can see us and they can feel us, our movement. Man, we're like right there behind that tree. There's a back eddy going on here that we're fishing. Oh, it went down again. I don't know if that was the hook set. Was freaking ridiculous. Oh man, little hair trigger there, huh? All right, no more bites in this hole here. Beginning to think that maybe that was not a bite at all. It might have just been that log that we broke off on all along. Now, one thing I haven't explained yet is that the fish in this river need to be 8 inches in order to keep them. So on this rod here, what I just did is I measured from the butt to this spot right here. There's a black line, and that's 8 inches right there. That way we can just hold it up right in the net. No need to pull out a tape measure. We can do a quick measure. If they're small, we can release them right away. If they're a keeper, we'll bonk them and keep them for lunch. Water is crystal clear. Nice and cool. Feels really good. I'm already working up a bit of a sweat. It's really hot out actually, even though the sun isn't directly shining. All right, let's go to the next spot. Oh man, we came to our first obstacle on the river. Check that out, that giant log jam right there behind me. Man, the logs here are really slippery and they're not that stable. Man, tempting to just cross the log jam right here. But what we're gonna do is cross the river a little bit higher upstream, because man, if we slip and fall between these logs, we're done. There's no guarantee that we'll come out the other side. That would be an easy way though, but the easy solution is not always the best. I've got waterproof boots, but it's just a little bit deep, and you never want to risk getting your boots and feet and socks wet when you're out backpacking on day number 1. That sucks. You can do it on the last day if you're like about to head out. Even then, it's really not a good idea. So we're gonna try and keep this as dry as possible. Oh man, this is also, super cold mountain water, man. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's still snow up there in the mountain. So this is all like snow melt off. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Nice and chilly. Oh, it feels really good though. Actually a little bit refreshing. Oh, deep hole. Really deep one. Whoa. So glad we weren't wearing the boots. All right, made it. Man, we got wet almost up to the danger zone, man. That was cold. We'll probably continue barefoot for just a little, let our feet dry, and get those socks and the boots back on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put our boots back on again. Whoa, this rock here is like, that's not a very stable rock. When you are out backpacking, just as important it is to keep your feet dry, you also wanna make sure that you keep them uninjured, because your feet are gonna be the most important part of your body out here. Just get any pine needles, any dirt off of your feet, and get those nice soft socks back on there. Oh! Wow. Well, there went the rock. Whoa. Wow. It could have impaled me. Man, we got a nice spear here. Ugh. Man, there's a river on the other side too. We're on a giant island. There could maybe be some fish right here, but then for sure in this pool. Ooh. So right here in these rapids, that's where all that water is getting tons of oxygen. But right here it pools and gets a little bit deeper, and the fish could be hanging out there waiting for anything to spill down in the pool so they can gobble it up. We started up here, went downstream, and ran into a log jam right there, had to cross over. Now we are on a big island, and we're on this side of the island. There's another stream on that side. The two streams are meeting again, but we're in the island, so we're gonna have to cross the creek again. Man. Let's give this baby a try here. No. Oh man, we just got stuck on the other side. I really don't want to break off that fly. That means we're gonna have to cross a river again. And we'll probably, yeah, we're gonna blow that hole right there, but it's all right, it's worth it. No fly left behind. Let's leave the rod right there. Man, I actually just realized these pants, they zip off. So, here we go. Let's turn these babies into shorts. No need to get the pants wet. Oh man, this is a gnarly route to walk on barefoot. Oh, jeez. There we go. Oh, look at this guy. Giant ant. Look how big that guy is. Huh. There you go, you can go right back, buddy. There you go. Don't fall in the water. Look at that beautiful hole there right in front of us. Okay, I can't resist. I gotta make just a couple little casts into that hole, and what we'll do then is hike down here, cross the river right there, and then we're gonna fish this little section. And then right over there is probably where we're gonna start setting up camp. There we go, we're starting our stream right up there as if we're a little fly that just fell in the water. Nice and natural. Whoa, 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 a trout just came up and tried to hit the bobber, I think. Oh yeah, something just happened there. That's a good size, that was a decent sized trout too, I think. So that might be a good indicator that we should be fishing potentially dry fly with a dropper underneath. Okay, we'll take the bobber off. I feel like we can't go wrong with like a little black fly like that. There we go, we got our top fly tied on, and now we're just tying our bottom fly. This is our sinking fly, is just tied to the bottom of the hook of that top fly. This is the first time that I'm fishing this setup on a fly pole, If they're surface hungry, they'll go after the dry fly. If they're biting down low, then they'll go after the deep one. Okay, let's go, let's do this. Okay, come on, baby. Let's do this. Okay, so the fish rose to the surface right there, and we're just gonna cast right there in that spot. Oh man, I cannot see that dry fly. Oh, that's a fish, baby! Fish on! Yes! Oh, hell yeah, man! Oh, beautiful! Little rainbow, it worked! It worked! Oh, oh, jumper! Jumper! Oh, he's pulling! He's pulling, wow. Come here, baby, come here, come here, come here. Oh, what is this? No, that's not a rainbow trout. What? This is one of the most beautiful fish I've ever seen. What in the world is this? Man, it's just, it looks actually like a beautiful cutthroat. It's some kind of a cutthroat rainbow hybrid. All right, we're gonna measure him just for fun. There's no way he's a keeper, but I'm still curious how big he is. Oh man, he's actually really close to keeper. We're gonna wet our hand before we handle him. He is, man, he's like half an inch short. Half an inch short, so we're gonna release him. Oh, there he goes. All right. Oh man, that was a beautiful fish. He bit the bottom hook, that red little nymph. So had he been a half inch bigger, we could have kept him. But that's totally okay. That's all right. We don't need to keep everything. We have food with us. We still got a little bit of daylight left. So let's try and get down to our campsite. I might do a couple more casts here. Let's do two more casts here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think that fish was. All right, it's time for a little break. We're gonna make a little snack. I'm also extremely thirsty, so we're gonna pull out the water filter and I can't even think straight. I'm just like, I'm dehydrated. I definitely noticed I am. It's been hot, but not like the sun hasn't been beating down on me, so I haven't noticed that like I'm getting dehydrated, but I've been sweating a lot. Oh, wow. That feels so good. Oh. Now, even though the water looks crystal clear, man, it's always a good idea to just filter it because you never know when a bear might have peed in it upstream. All right, time to make a little snack. I pull out the old mess kit, cooker, and some gas. Check that out right there. It's a homemade MRE, like an emergency food ration that I made myself. It's 1 can of tuna, a vacuum sealed pouch of mixed nuts, a pouch of rice, and just a little vegetable bouillon cube for flavor. This is waterproof, and the nuts and the rice and everything should last a pretty long time stored like this. But what we're gonna do is cut it open and take a peek inside. Ooh, 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 there we go. For all this plastic, we're gonna make sure to pack all of that out. We don't wanna leave anything behind. All right. Right here's also a little fork and a knife that came from like some takeout, so I just reused it. Has some salt and pepper in there as well in case we needed that. All right. Here's our nuts, our rice, and our bouillon. This guy right here, that's my little gas cooker. As you guys know from the other episodes, what I recommend doing with your lighter is just wrapping it with some duct tape. That way you've always got some duct tape to repair whatever you need to in the wild. It happens more often than you'd think. Ooh. Oh, nice and warm. It is getting a little bit cool out, and I hope it doesn't start to rain. Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay. Note to self: don't tilt it. We're even able to give our rice a bit of a wash. Look at that. So I'm eating these nuts. Hear me out. I've got a good idea. Let's use the bear mace. Let's try this baby out. I'm really curious. Never used one of these before. I don't know. Have you ever had to use bear mace before? I hope not. Have you ever tried it though, for fun? Let me know in the comments what your guys' stories with bear mace are. But I think what we're gonna do is just set something up on this log. We're gonna spray it. It says that it'll spray 30 feet. So maybe we'll try that. We'll see how far the bear mace will actually spray. There we go. For the bear, I'm gonna want a nice clean surface like that so that we can actually see if we hit it. Here's the bear mace. Oh man, she's out of the sleeve and she's angry. There's a picture of a bear on there. UDAP Pepper Power Bear Deterrent. Do not seek out encounters with bears. That's probably good general advice. What is this stick for, you may ask? That's gonna be our measuring stick, because I want to know how far this thing actually sprays. Okay, this stick here is exactly 6 feet long because I measured up against myself. Perfect. I'm 6 feet tall. This stick here is as tall as I am, so that's a 6 foot measuring stick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, a little bit further, 25 feet from right here. So the way to use this, guys, you've got this little safety paddle right here. Pop that out, and she's hot. All right, let's give this a try. Whoa. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, if the GoPro picked it up, but this shoots definitely a mist, more like a mist. Oh, let's put the safety back on. Don't want to end up getting that in our eyes. Maybe in a future episode, we'll test some bear mace on ourselves. Oh man, that would be interesting. Not in this episode. We'll do it in a future one. We'll mace ourselves with it. It's not like, I don't think that we painted the rock orange or anything, but I did see the mist fly over here and it was just a cloud. Yeah, there's definitely nothing like, no, it doesn't smell peppery or anything. So nothing actually hit the rock itself. So 30 feet, maybe a little bit of a stretch. 30 feet for sure if it's like downwind. If it were me, what I'd probably just do is spray and give a nice, just because it created a wide cloud of the mist. So I would just create a big old cloud. From what I've heard, the noise itself and seeing the stuff spray out also scares bears away. It's not just the actual pepper effect. But man, what is up with the rain all of a sudden? Oh, I hope it just kind of passes. It doesn't, oh man, it might be here to stay. It could be a wet night. Take that little bouillon cube. What we're actually gonna do is just crush this guy real quick between some rocks because it's really hard as a brick, and I'm afraid it's not gonna dissolve properly in there, and I don't want a big old salty chunk. There we go. And we got an old school, like a mortar and pestle going. Perfect, and we got bouillon powder. Ooh, that's good. And that'll make that rice taste like $1,000,000 bucks. Maybe $100 bucks. It's crazy when you're that hungry. Anything. Oh, man, anything sounds so good. While that rice there just finishes up for another 3 to 5 minutes, why not make a couple more casts right into this beautiful pool behind me? We haven't fished that yet, and I have a good feeling about it. Plus, it's raining now, definitely. So maybe that'll like trigger a trout bite, the rain bite. Gotta love the Northwest. I think we got to get closer to this white water over here. I think it's just a little bit deeper right there. Man, I've got the heebie-jeebies going on. I don't know what it is, but I'm like checking for bears here every second. I thought I heard something. Man, I just heard it again. I don't know what it is. There's something that made a noise. At first I thought it was just the water. Sometimes when it's just rumbling like that, you'll just hear weird stuff. But now I heard it again when it was quieter. Probably just a deer or an elk. All right, let's take a look at that rice. Get a little bit of food in our belly. That'll make everything feel a lot better. Some beautiful birds singing too. It's rainy, but man, it's beautiful. Man, that rice is looking absolutely delicious. Sun's down and the rain's in. It is getting cold, so a hot meal is gonna feel perfect. Since we didn't catch a keeper fish today, today's meal is tuna, boys and girls. Tomorrow, what we'll do is split this adventure up into a two-part episode. So we're gonna continue tomorrow. We're gonna try and catch a keeper trout and do a catch and cook. I've got a secret recipe for you guys that we're gonna do together. I'm excited already. You know what, we're just gonna juices and everything. Just dump it all in. Oh man, that, dude, it looks like dog food. But I don't care, I'm so hungry right now. But yeah, make sure, if you guys don't wanna miss the second part of this series here, subscribe and ring that notification bell. Just gotta make sure a bear doesn't come from behind to wanna share the snack with me. I mean, I'd share if he asks nicely. You just don't see this kind of stuff unless you come out here. We are in the tent, man. The bugs started eating me up alive out there. Oh man, I set up the tent like on the beach. And I say beach lightly, it's a boulder beach. So there's all these rocks. Oh, rocks underneath us. Oh, it's all right. There's a little bit of sand in between. I think we'll sleep. All right. And hopefully tomorrow we catch a bigger trout so we can do a little catch and cook action. But like I said, that'll be in the next episode. She'll probably drop a few days from now, so stay tuned for that. If you guys aren't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. That way you don't miss it. Leave a comment below. You guys know I love reading them. And hit a like on the video. It helps a ton. And I'm just gonna sleep now tonight. Hopefully I don't get eaten by whatever I heard in the woods earlier. I brought everything inside so nothing gets wet.
You guys hear the birds singing too? Absolutely beautiful. But I'm gonna get some sleep now, guys. So we'll see all you guys very soon for the next one. Till then, you all know it. Fish on, baby.